You see the headline. You know how this goes. Let's get into it. President Donald Trump has broken his silence after days of dodging reporter questions over the bombshell emails in which deceased pedophile Jeffrey Epstein said that the president knew about the girls he and co conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell were abusing, and revealed that Trump spent hours at his home with one of the victims. Writing on Truth Social, Trump accused Democrats in Congress of doing everything in their withering power to push what he called the Epstein hoax as a distraction from all of their bad policies and losses. But Republicans are in control. And how is it a hoax? You originally brought it up, Trump. How, how, when when do hoaxes have so much evidence? I don't know. You tell me. Trump also hit out at weak Republicans who he described as having falling into their clutches because they are soft and foolish, and complained that the demand for his administration to release case files from the FBI investigation into the late sex offender should be directed at a group of Democratic figures who have no role in the federal government. Then just release the files. Because just a few months ago, you were saying, yeah, we're trying to get these files released to you. We want justice. Now it's a hoax. And now that you know, at least, according to reports coming from the Hill, 100 Republicans are going to break rank and vote in favor of the files being released. Epstein was a Democrat, and he is the Democrats' problem, not the Republicans' problem. Ask Bill Clinton, Reid Hoffman, and Larry Summers about Epstein. They know all about him. Don't waste your time with Trump. I have a country to run, he added. Oh, now you realize that you have a job. But what does political affiliation have to do with anything? What does it have to do with anything? There have been others who have been creeps that have belonged to the Democratic Party, and the Democrats got them up and out of there. But okay. Oh, all right. In a separate post, Trump claimed he was ordering Attorney General Pam Bondi to open an investigation into Epstein's involvement and relationship with former President Bill Clinton, Democratic donor and LinkedIn founder Reid Hoffman, ex Harvard President Larry Summers, plus many other people and institutions to determine what was going on with them and him. So, giving an investigation with a very narrow scope instead of just looking at the files and investigating who's in there, instead of talking to the victims and investigating and then prosecuting who victimized them. Okay. This is another Russia, Russia, Russia scam with all the arrows pointing to the Democrats, he said. Well, if that's the case, release the files. Release the Kraken, bro. If it's all Democrats, let's get them up out of here. But once again, what does political affiliation have to do with the price of tea right now? The president added that Clinton, Summers, Hoffman, and many others somehow spent large portions of their life with the late sex offender on his notorious private island. Nobody told him what was contained in the emails thus far? Because Epstein already said, and Wolf seems to be confirming everything, that at least Clinton wasn't on the island. The president's Friday morning social media outburst comes over 48 hours since Democrats on the House Oversight Committee released the two incendiary emails from the notorious child abuser, leading the GOP majority on the panel to drop more than 20,000 other documents obtained from Epstein's estate in an effort to flood the zone and get the initial messages off the reporter's collective radar. No, they didn't release that to get anybody off of the radar. Because the other more than 20,000 emails are far more egregious than the three originally released to the public by the Democrats. Because now we know that Clinton and Trump have a special bond. And we know why. Trump has a cooter biscuit neck. We went from pearl necklace Nancy to cooter neck Trump. Just gobble gobble, huh? Gobble gobble. But as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments.